9:30 at night. We are live at Jantar Mantar. Dharmendra Pradhan has given his resignation finally after 1.5 months of pleading. We have a new education minister. Mr. Prahlad Joshi is now the education minister of India. There are a lot of changes that have taken place over a period of 2 days, and it has all happened very fast. We now have a prime minister who's trying to connect with the younger audience by making videos online. Yash, what do you have to say about the changes that have happened so fast?
I think, of course, it's really a happy moment, of course. But I think the battle really starts today. Of course, we have managed to get the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan himself.
Thanks to Gen Z.
Of course. And thanks to Abhijit. Firstly.
Thanks to Abhijit, thanks to Saurav, thanks to Ranka, thanks to everyone, thanks to Daya also.
Absolutely.
Thanks to everyone who led this
Neha
movement.
as well.
Thanks to Neha as well. Thanks to Esa. Thanks to everyone who joined this movement. This happened because of y'all. This would not have happened if people would not have come here, if people would not have created pressure. This movement represented the voice of the people, and today we have a decision. Thanks to the voice of the people, there is a change in the government. Did you expect this decision to come fast, Yash? It came very fast. People have not expected this to come fast at all. This was very fast.
Absolutely.
No one was expecting Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation, not this soon.
This soon, absolutely.
People were expecting to stretch this protest to at least 15th of August. It was very smart of Mr. Modi to wrap this up very quickly. CJP has withdrawn their protest. They don't have any demands whatsoever anymore. Do you see any changes coming up for this government now, Yash?
I think absolutely. They will definitely be more cautious going on from now. And I think other issues should also be taken up. Of course, there is the petrol issue, the rupee falling like crazy. I think it hit its all-time low, 97, right? And of course, there are a lot of other issues. I think, of course, this is not just I would say a political or a physical war. This is also a social media war, right? And I think the Gen Z are really great at this social media war. So I would definitely recommend everyone to keep on fighting this social media war. The war is not yet over, and we have to keep fighting, that's for sure.
It's amazing how they were serious and unserious at the same time. This movement has really turned everything around. Apparently, accountability is
a thing now.
Is a thing in the Modi government now. Hopefully, we'll see a lot of new changes in the Modi government for the coming time. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Of course, since हम जंतर मंतर आए हैं तो डेफिनेटली कुछ लोगों से बात करेंगे यहाँ पे. कैसा लग रहा है आपको? धर्मेंद्र जी ने इस्तीफा दे दिया है, सीजेपी ने अपनी प्रोटेस्ट वापस ले ली है, प्रहलाद जोशी नए एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर बन चुके हैं. कैसा लग रहा है आपको?
सबसे पहले तो हम लोग बोलेंगे इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद. बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है. जैसे आपने पूछा, धर्मेंद्र प्रधान का रेजिग्नेशन देर आए दुरुस्त आए. ऐसी बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो हमारे टू डू लिस्ट में हैं. सरकार से बहुत सारी उम्मीदें हैं. 240 सांसद लोकसभा में चुन के भेजे हैं, तो कुछ ना कुछ तो उम्मीद रखना बनता है. और ये एक पहला टिक मार्क हुआ है डिमांड्स के सामने. ऐसे बहुत सारे डिमांड्स अभी और हैं जो पूरा होना बाकी है.
क्या लग रहा है मोदी गवर्नमेंट में इस चीज़ के बाद चेंज आएगा? जो पहला पड़ाव है, पहला स्टेप हुआ है, जैसे आप बोल रहे हैं पहला टिक मार्क है, क्या मोदी गवर्नमेंट में इसके बाद आपको चेंज लग रहा है कि आएगा? अकाउंटेबिलिटी लग रही है कि आएगी? और अगर ऐसा हो सकता है कि सिर्फ पहला रेजिग्नेशन लिया है, तो क्या इसके बाद कोई और रेजिग्नेशन आना बाकी है?
डेफिनेटली आएगा. और अगर नहीं आएगा तो उसके बाद अगला चुनाव आएगा, तो फिर हम लोग वापस शायद यहाँ आए. हो सकता है 15 अगस्त अभी आ रहा था तो आ गए, 26 जनवरी के पहले आए, तो चुनाव आएगा. अगर चेंज नहीं आएगा तो चुनाव आएगा. क्यों?
क्या लग रहा है आपको 2029 तक रुक जाएंगे बीजेपी और मोदी जी?
हिल आंसर. सॉरी,
2029 तक रुक पाएंगे?
देखो, अगर ऐसा ही चलता रहा, इन्होंने स्टूडेंट्स की नहीं सुनी, तो 2029 भूल जाइए
भाई. देखिए, अकाउंटेबिलिटी लीजिए, जवाब दीजिए, गुनहगारों को सजा दीजिए, खुशी से वोट डालेंगे. नहीं देंगे तो वही हाल होगा जो 2014 में कांग्रेस का हुआ था. सिंपल.
आज यूथ ने दिखा दिया है कि उनके मुद्दों को आप इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते. पहले मुद्दे होते थे, यूथ रेस करता था वॉइस, लेकिन आज सब यूनाइट होके एक फ्रंट पे अपनी मांगे रखी हैं. तो आज गवर्नमेंट को झुकना पड़ा है. गवर्नमेंट को यूथ की पावर समझ में आ गई है. तो गोइंग फॉरवर्ड हम यही होप कर रहे हैं कि वो यूथ को सीरियसली लेंगे और उनकी बात को सुनेंगे.
थैंक यू।
जब तक सड़क सुनसान रहेगी, संसद में गुंडागर्दी चलेगी। सड़क को सुनसान नहीं बनने देना है। थैंक यू। इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद,
भारत माता के
जय, भारत माता के
जय।
थैंक यू सो मच फॉर टॉकिंग टू अस।
25 जुलाई 2026 मेरे हिसाब से ये दिल्ली और भारत के इतिहास में गोल्डन अक्षरों में लिखा जाएगा, सुनहरे अक्षरों में लिखा जाएगा। धर्मेंद्र प्रधान का रेजिग्नेशन, और अभी पता जा रहा है कि ध्रुव प्रहलाद नाम के मिनिस्टर को अपॉइंट किया गया है। आपका क्या कहना है इसके बारे में?
बिल्कुल नहीं, ये बहुत अच्छे कदम उठाए जा रहे हैं। मैं तो ये कहूँगा कि इस प्रोटेस्ट के माध्यम से ऐसी ऐसी चीज़ें और सामने आएगी ताकि और ज़्यादा बेहतर तरीके से सिस्टम सुधारा जाए। ये जो कदम आज उठाया गया है, धर्मेंद्र प्रधान का इस्तीफ़ा आज मिला है, मैं तो इस पर ये कहूँगा कि ये चीज़ें बहुत पहले हो जानी चाहिए थी। प्रोटेस्ट को इतना जो है आगे चला गया और इतनी सारी चीज़ें भी हो गई, पुलिस भी हार्म हुई, बच्चे भी हार्म हुए, नुकसान इसमें दोनों ही चीज़ों का हुआ। लेकिन इसमें मैं यही कहूँगा ये चीज़ बहुत पहले हो जानी चाहिए थी। देखो, देश का यूथ और ये नीट बहुत बड़ा मुद्दा एक है। आप नीट की अगर बात करोगे तो ये काफ़ी सालों से लीक होते जा रहे हैं। अच्छा, सीजल की बात करोगे उसमें ढंग से पेपर नहीं हो रहे। एसएससी जीडी की बात करोगे वो पेपर लीक हो रहे, दिल्ली पुलिस के लीक हो रहे। तो लीकेज तो रुकी ही नहीं रही बिल्कुल भी। सबसे ज़्यादा नुकसान जो है यूथ का हो रहा है बिल्कुल। और आज की खुशी का तो कोई ठिकाना नहीं, लेकिन उतनी पीड़ा है, उतना दर्द है जो बच्चे इस दुनिया में है नहीं। उसके लिए मैं यही श्रद्धांजलि उनको देना चाहूँगा। मैं आज इसीलिए मेरठ से उनके लिए आया हूँ, अभिषेक मेरा नाम है, और उनके लिए संवेदना और श्रद्धांजलि मैं अर्पित करता हूँ कि वो जहाँ भी है, जैसे है, खुश रहे, ठीक रहे।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल,
हाँ,
बिल्कुल।
इस सिस्टम के पीड़ित होकर के उन्होंने अपनी जान दी। और लेकिन एक किस्सा मैं आपको ये भी बताऊंगा कि जान देने से बेहतर, चलो ये तो अपनी अपनी मेंटलिटी है, लेकिन अपने हक के लिए लड़ना ये सबसे बड़ी जो है बहादुरी का काम है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। और मैं ये देख रहा हूँ बहुत सारे डॉक्टर्स हैं, बहुत सारे साइंस के लोग हैं, इंजीनियर्स हैं। मैंने ये चीज़ नोटिस करी है, उनको प्रोटेस्ट का ये माना जा रहा है, वो कह रहे हैं प्रोटेस्ट में कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है, हम तो सिर्फ पढ़ेंगे, हम एग्ज़ाम के लिए और बेहतर पढ़ेंगे, हम फिर और एग्ज़ाम अच्छे से देंगे।
देखिए, सबकी मेंटलिटी अलग अलग है, लेकिन मैं तो यही कहूँगा कि प्रोटेस्ट आज से नहीं, काफ़ी सालों से, सदियों से चलता आ रहा है। हमारी जो कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में भी प्रोटेस्ट करने का हक, अधिकार दिया गया है, और ये एक माध्यम है सरकार तक अपनी बात पहुँचाने तक का। पीसफुल प्रोटेस्ट करते हैं, सरकार सुनती है। हर तरीके से सरकार की जो है ड्यूटीज़ बनती है सुनने की। पीड़ित परिवार और पीड़ित युवा और जितने भी हमारे स्टूडेंट भाई है, सबको प्रॉब्लम हुई है, तो आज वो यहाँ पर थे और उन्होंने अपनी बात रखी। और मैं आपको ये कहूँगा कि झुकती है सरकार, झुकाने वाला चाहिए।
बिल्कुल 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 बिल्कुल। धन्यवाद आपका। 9:50 PM and I think this is truly a golden day for not just Delhi's but India's history. Dharmendra Pradhan has resigned, and of course, according to me, the war has just begun, and there are a lot of things to talk about. Firstly, I think I would definitely love to talk about entrance exam. The question I have in mind is that the entrance exam, like NEET and JEE, do you guys think is it enough to actually measure a person's capability, curiosity and intelligence? Because these three are definitely the measures that can someone someone should be judged upon on how well they will actually do in a degree, right? And even if we talk about employment, of course AI and robotics are doing crazy things, right? We'll actually have to think about that the degrees that we are giving, like charging so crazy amount of money for all of these degrees, do they actually give employment or they don't, right? We'll have to think about things. The war definitely has not the protests might have ended, but the war definitely has not ended. The war has just begun. There are a lot of things to talk about. Of course, there are definitely a lot of other things to protest for as well, and I definitely would recommend to keep on fighting, keep the social media war on, and definitely keep on fighting against the injustice and keep on fighting against the government. That's for sure. Thank you so much. I have two young engineers with me. Would definitely love to ask them about the entrance exam policy that has been changed, the minister that has been changed, and what do you guys think the steps should be moving forward? Firstly, my question would be definitely that, of course, the paper leak is a major issue, right? But do you guys actually think that exams like NEET, mains, and advanced, do they actually judge a person's capability? Of course, you guys are given NEET. Of course, you guys are given mains, right? But do you actually think it's the right way to judge, or is it you're just judging a fish by its capability to climb a tree?
Definitely, it is not क्योंकि क्या होता है कि उस मोमेंट में उस पॉइंट पे बंदा क्या कर सकता है, दैट इज़ नॉट रियली अ जजमेंट ऑफ व्हाट दे कैन डू इन फ्यूचर, बिकॉज हम लोग खुद अभी हम लोग को 10 साल हो गए स्कूल से पास हुए, सो वी कैन सी जो जेई और उसमें जो टॉप किए थे, वेयर दे आर स्टैंडिंग, वेयर वी आर स्टैंडिंग, और जो हमसे इन अ वे पढ़ाई में भी मतलब नहीं ज़्यादा अच्छे से परफॉर्म कर पाए थे, दे आर अगेन यू नो दे आर एट अ डिफरेंट हाइट एंड देन यू कैन नॉट मेजर एनी वर्क और द सक्सेस, सो इट इज़ नॉट डेफिनेटली नॉट।
आपका क्या कहना है?
I think there is not much of a change happened over the period of time, what I would say, because it's a type of funnel where only the people with the resources and having the capacity to make that happen in that particular age, and even after that going to the IIT, they are not making it up to a level where the study can grow and actually can bring a change into the life of the people. So on the perspective of R&D, we are zero. This should be the byproduct of that particular exam that the student got admitted, should actually achieve the higher studies, but it is not happening at all. Okay, NEET I understand, but if you also see the conversion ratio, like 1 to 1 lakh or 100,000 or 100,000, so it doesn't make any difference now.
Absolutely, and I think even if we talk about employment next after education, that's the next thing. AI and robotics are definitely impacting employment like crazy, right? People are losing jobs like crazy, editing jobs, graphic designing jobs. Even I think jobs like carrying packages or the gig economy will be definitely impacted a lot, right? What do you guys think about that? Do you have any solution for the unemployment? Do you have any solution for AI and robotics that will actually impact unemployment a lot? Because of course we are focusing on just getting the degree, right? The degree is actually useless, right? Nobody cares about you getting a BTech, right? Even if you talk about companies like Starlink and Tesla, those guys don't even care about degrees, right? They don't even employ based on degrees. So what do you guys think about that?
Definitely, I mean I will emphasize on the point when you said secondary, I think unemployment is the primary thing, and regarding the degree, I mean it's been 6-7 years we passed out the college, I never went back to get my degree, so still I didn't get my degree from the college, so it is still there. So I mean of course the
Nobody asked for the degree
with robotics
background verification.
Sure, and just the robotic and AI, definitely it is going to impact a lot of manual work that people are doing, but again we cannot say that it is going to create an unemployment, because at the end of the day bhai wo robotics and AI, that is also we have to create, we have to manage, we have to make data centers, do all this, and then if I say mechanical work, you bring that too, AI cannot bring that too. So जैसे we are an engineer, we supply machines, so there is motor अगर घूम के मैकेनिकल पावर जनरेट कर रहा है, AI cannot do that, so there has to have a people who will going to build that. So I think definitely unemployment is not the issue, but we have to be more skilled, we have to focus on the skills, not just the degree that we are getting.
Absolutely, chasing. Sir, what do you think?
My perspective is a way too different, because even if we do start doing the R&D even now, it will take 35 to 40 years to actually reach up to that particular level you are talking about. We can be a factory just like another China, or like more than China. If this can happen in a very short period of time, many factories can be developed, and government has to provide that particular architecture to the people. Like one of my friend from the college itself, we know each other for 11 years. He is having a startup and he is doing really well, like around $1 million of turnover in just 2 years. And you see, we are simple people. We don't brag about it, or we just want that particular scale or structure so that we can grow it into 100 million or 1,000 million structure. So that's all.
Did you guys score well on JEE?
Not at all. Not at all.
I will say yes. I was the cutoff was 100. I was at 96 without
Clearing
coaching.
cutoff doesn't
Did you
actually
clear
count.
advance?
No.
No, right.
The mains.
Mains.
Advanced,
Not
I
even
never
mains.
went.
But of course, again, I didn't have any coaching, so.
But
for
still,
me,
you have a
it
1
was-
million ARR business, right?
It was good. It was good.
That makes sense.
And the decision going to the BTech Power Engineering, it was absolutely fine.
So engineering is not the culprit, but the architecture, I would say.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, guys, for joining, and good luck.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
थैंक यू। तो नमस्ते, मैं नीरज कुमार के साथ हूँ, जो BA के 3rd ईयर स्टूडेंट हैं। हम उनसे पूछना चाहेंगे कि जो धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी ने रिज़ाइन कर दिया, आपको क्या लगता है जंग यहाँ पे ख़त्म हो गया है या फिर जंग चालू हुआ है?
नहीं, जंग चालू हुआ है अभी। ये तो ये है कि शिक्षा मंत्री कौन बनेगा, ये अभी मुद्दा है। पता चले फिर धर्मेंद्र प्रधान मोदी जैसा आ गया, पेपर लीक
प्रहलाद जोशी अपॉइंट हो गए हैं।
प्रहलाद जोशी ये तो देखो मेरे को मालूम नहीं ये कैसे है नेता। अगर
आप किसे चाहते हो?
मेरे को तो ईमानदार नेता चाहिए। मैं ये नहीं बोल सकता ये बंदा ही चाहिए,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
ये बंदा ही नहीं चाहिए मेरे को कि ये बंदा चाहिए ही चाहिए।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
मेरे को ईमानदार बंदा चाहिए जो ठीक से स्टूडेंट या शिक्षा नीति को सही से ढंग से चला सके।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। और काफ़ी अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट की भी, जॉबें ना होने की भी इश्यूज आ रहे हैं।
मैंने भी पॉलिटेक्निक का और ये इंडियन आर्मी का, रेलवे का भरा था फॉर्म, तो उसमें तो पता ही नहीं चलता, रिजल्ट निकल जाता है तब 2 दिन बाद पता चलता है रिजल्ट निकल गया, ऐसा हो जाता है। पॉलिटेक्निक का पेपर ही रद्द कर दिया। अब
तो आपको क्या लगता है इन सब चीज़ों से जॉब्स ख़त्म हो रही हैं, लोगों में अनरेस्ट क्रिएट हो रहा है?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल हो रहा है भाई। अब ये बताओ एक बंदा अपने घर से 700-800 किलोमीटर पेपर देने जाता है दूर, फिर वो उसको ये पता चलता है कि रद्द कर दी है भर्ती, तो उसको दूसरी बार डालने का मन ही नहीं होगा, पता नहीं होगा।
बिल्कुल। आपके पास इसका कोई सल्यूशन है? आपको क्या लगता है क्या हो सकता है आगे?
मेरा सलूशन है कि अगर तो ये भर्ती निकल रही हैं तो ऐसा निकालो कि हाँ वो फाइनल हो जाए।
फाइनल
उसमें ये नहीं कि वो भर्ती डालो निकालो तुम्हें पैसा मिल जाए उसका फॉर्म का, फिर तुम भर्ती रद्द कर दो, तो उसमें फ़ायदा नहीं है भाई। ये किसानों का या छोटे स्टूडेंटों का सब घाटा हो रहा है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। धन्यवाद आपका। धन्यवाद नीरज जी।
10 o'clock at night, we are still at Jantar Mantar talking to people about their opinions. We have a couple of young girls with us. We're going to ask them about the changes that have happened very quickly. Modi government has acted with respect to getting Dharmendra Pradhan to resign, and after that they have already appointed a new education minister. We just want to know, do you think these changes that have happened so quickly, apparently people were not expecting Dharmendra Pradhan to resign. That was the first one. Were you expecting Dharmendra Pradhan to resign?
No, I was not. I think it sets a precedence which the government did not want to set. But yeah, this is definitely a huge statement that the protest has made. But there is more work to be done, definitely.
There's already a new education minister, एक नया education minister, Mr. Prahlad Joshi already appoint हो चुके हैं. No one knows anything about him. किसी को कुछ उनके बारे में पता नहीं है. The only thing we know is consumer affairs के ministry के head रहे हैं वो. Do you think he will be better than do you think at this point in time we can even tell if he's going to be better than Dharmendra Pradhan?
I don't think the protest was about who can be the better education minister. That was not the point, and even the resignation was not the point of the movement. So if you ask me if I was expecting this, maybe I was expecting this in the sense of I expected the government to not take accountability by doing the same thing that it's doing right now. And also I was expecting better in terms of ki leadership could have been better. CJP demands were quite vague. It seemed like ChatGPT से लिख के उन्होंने demands बना दी हैं 3, and they're so vague and they are not saying distinct things. All of 3 things should have been specific, should have said 3 distinct things that are important for systemic change in education, and I don't think resignation is systemic change in education. It's just another phase that we're replacing. It's not something that we're changing in the system. So I'm quite disappointed with what has happened right now. Yes, it's a celebration in the sense that the protest has been acknowledged, the movement has been acknowledged, that young people are raising voices, and it's an acknowledgement of that the voice is going somewhere. That's the win. But we also need to understand that if this is the win, that we have a long way to go. If we think that getting a resignation, which is the bare minimum, is taking so much time, then and so much time in the sense of so much of hunger strikes, so many people have come, so many people from different states have come, then this action has happened, means there is a big lack of accountability, lack of what do you say?
Failures and corruption is what we can say.
Failures in all sense. And plus I am also thinking there's layers too. Today was Bhim protest by Chandrasekhar Azad. So why was this day decided for the resignation? There are casteist undertones to this. They knew if Bhim Army came, the demands will get deeper and they will have to respond to it, and they did not want to do that. That's why they chose this day to do this. And quite cowardly of CJP to ignore all of the other demands and not talk about other movements that is happening, not talk about the students that are detained, not talk about Ken Betwa project, and all of this is linked. They could have done that. They could have taken more time to, because people are excited. The young people are not going anywhere. They could have tapped into this, and they have put a hold to the momentum that was building so strongly. So yeah, that's what
Everyone agrees that people are disappointed by CJP, how quickly they wrapped up this protest, and they did not push for anything else. Apparently they call themselves voice of the people, but they shut that voice themselves. Anyhow, all in all, do you think there is a new wave of accountability in the Modi government now?
I think that the system has to be changed, overhauled totally. In Baba Saheb's words, it's a long sustaining process of educate, agitate, organize. Like Kajal said, it's just a changing of the face. And when we're talking about education, which is a very important thing in this country, but who are the people that CJP was representing? Like, people is not a homogeneous crowd. हमारे देश में अभी तक कास्ट को लेके जब हम नारा लगाते हैं तब इतने लोग नहीं आते हैं. जब हथरस हुआ था तब बहुत लोग आए थे पर इतने लोग नहीं आए. और एडुकेशन सिस्टम जब फेल करता है, हु आर द वंस हु इज़ मोस्ट अफेक्टेड? They are Dalit Bahujan Adivasi students, and the demands need to go deeper. जैसा काजल बोल रही है कि जब हम कास्ट की बात करेंगे, जब हम मेरिट की बात करेंगे, अभी ऑलरेडी बोल रहे हैं कि हम प्राइम मिनिस्टर का रेजिग्नेशन क्यों मांग रहे हैं, हम नीट का सिस्टम का क्यों बोल रहे हैं, हमको तो रिजर्वेशन हटा देनी चाहिए. Like, just to think of the amount of caste atrocity that has increased अभी, like how can we even think of removing reservation? तो again it comes down to educate, agitate, organize. मुझे वही लगता है. And also I think that is accountability कि we build. and जो justice की बात हो रही है, वो justice is not 1 crore money or कुछ FIRs और ऐसा नहीं. like जब हथरस का केस हुआ था, मुझे याद है किरुबा मुनुस्वामी is it? उसने एक कोट दिया था, annihilation of caste is justice. So for all the students who have been affected by NEET, for all the students who have been affected by CUET and all of the competitive exams which are premised on merit and the caste based merit, किसके पास है पढ़ाई का अधिकार? वो दलित बहुजन आदिवासी लोगों के पास तो नहीं है. तो for उन सभी के लिए justice ऐसा ही दिखता है. when you annihilate caste, that's it. जय भीम.
Do you think, last question for the evening, do you think examinations like NEET, JEE actually determine a student's intelligence and capability?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं. मतलब we can look at research, there are papers जो बात कर रहे हैं कि द हिस्ट्री ऑफ सिविल सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन जो है, इट हैज़ अ कॉलोनियल रेसिड्यू. इट हैज़ स्टार्टेड इन द वेस्ट. जिस तरीके से इट वाज मेंट टू डिटरमाइन अ सर्टेन काइंड ऑफ इंटेलिजेंस जो एक मतलब रेशियल सुप्रीमेसी से आता है. जब पहले बार ब्रिटिश ने सिविल सर्विस चालू किया था. एंड नाउ वी हैव द कास्ट बेस्ड सिस्टम विच इज़ अनदर फॉर्म ऑफ हेजिमोनिक सुपीरियरिटी, और उसमें वो एब्जॉर्व कर दिया है. पर हम कैसे बात कर सकते हैं कि एक स्टूडेंट कितना इंटेलिजेंट है एक जनरल टेस्ट के हिसाब से, जब उस टेस्ट का जो प्रिपरेशन का तरीका है, सपोज एक बच्चा बैठा है, उसको घर में एक औरत बैठी है एंड शी हैज टू डू सो मच जेंडर्ड लेबर इन द हाउस. हाउ इज शी ऑन एन इक्वल फुटिंग विद अ मैन हु इज़ नॉट डूइंग एनी काइंड ऑफ लेबर इन द हाउस? एंड द सेम गोज अबाउट कास्ट. जिसके पास वो पैसे नहीं है कि वो ट्यूशन फीस भरे, ठीक है, वो एक कोचिंग सेंटर्स के लिए एग्जामिनेशन पे जाए, तो वो क्या बराबरी जगह पे है? लाइक इट्स सेइंग द कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स आर फेयर. इट्स नॉट. इट्स ओनली fair for people who have access to resources, and that's 10%. So we need to be affirmative in the way we think about education. Like I always use this example कि एक ग्लास में छोटा आधा ग्लास पानी है और एक ग्लास में फुल ग्लास पानी है, और आप दोनों में फुल ग्लास पानी डाल रहे हैं और आप बोल रहे हैं हम इक्वली ग्लास भर रहे हैं. ऐसा नहीं होता है.
That's a very good example. कुछ हो चुका है, बहुत कुछ होना बाकी है is what I gather from the conversation. Thank you for talking to us. We had some really really enlightening conversations. Thank you so much. And congratulations nonetheless. It is a win. It is a win. Still going strong at Jantar Mantar, asking people क्या हुआ कैसे हुआ क्योंकि सब कुछ इतना जल्दी हुआ. I have with me
Sushmita.
Nice to meet you, Sushmita. Like we were just discussing, काफ़ी कुछ हुआ है एंड काफ़ी जल्दी हुआ है. 2 दिन के अंदर अंदर एजुकेशन मिनिस्ट्री के नीचे जितने भी लोग थे उनको रिप्लेस करके नए सेक्रेटरीज लाए गए हैं. एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर खुद रिज़ाइन कर दिए गए हैं. नए एजुकेशन मिनिस्टर आ गए हैं. दिस प्रहलाद जोशी who has now become the education minister. Do you think this is one face replacing the other, or do you think actually there is some change taking place in the system?
I think the government is under pressure right now. That's why they are just forced to change the ministry, whatever has they have done recently. And let's see. We don't like much trust about that the government, current government. Let's see what happens, because like changing the face doesn't mean that system might get cleared. So yeah, we have to wait for that, and we like should watch them. And everybody should be politically and socially awakened for that, because that's the more important thing. Like to one word I would say to apolitical people, like being apolitical is like they think it's too cool for that, but I don't think if you are a citizen like of any country, but you should be socially and politically awakened, because that matters your entire life, entire generation, upcoming generation, everything. And I think being a citizen, and we have the Constitution of India where we have the freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom to ask any questions that we have in our mind. So we should ask every day, like not to everyone, to our friends, to our parents, and also with the government as well. We need to do some practices for that.
I think we can all agree that the pressure that has been made by this movement is the only reason that there have been changes in the Modi government. Otherwise, a person who has not conducted a press conference for 12 years, he was not going to succumb to any change. But this is only the pressure that has been created by people of India because of which this has happened.
Correct.
Do you think there is a new wave of accountability in the Modi government now?
I think they have to. And maybe sooner or later he have to arrange a press conference as well. Otherwise we won't leave him like that. Definitely, like he should leave the scripted like interviews. Yeah, that has to be like removed. Yeah, exactly.
Do you think the way he's now started making videos on social media to connect with the younger audience, do you think this is going to make a difference?
Doing friends from this angle, I don't think that would work, and because we have like not much of patience, to be honest. Like he has to be very fast, like the way he talks, we just live the way in between. So I think he needs to learn some lesson from us as well. And yeah, talking to Gen Zs would help. But like, you know, the older generation, the problem is there that they think that they are best, they have experienced a lot of whatever they have faced. But I think being older doesn't mean you are good or bad. Like being awakened and being experienced, whatever, like me, a kid, everything. We have to like consider everyone as an individual. That's the main thing. And सबको अपनी पॉइंट रखनी चाहिए, मतलब जो भी बच्चे हो,
बिल्कुल सही बात
है ना. तो that's the word.
क्या लग रहा है आपको 2029 में 2029 क्या लग रहा है, आएगी मोदी गवर्नमेंट वापस?
No, ने.
मोदी नहीं तो फिर कौन? That's a very basic question. I'm going to ask the same question. मोदी नहीं तो फिर कौन?
बिल्कुल कोई आएगा, ज़रूर आएगा जो अच्छा होगा और काबिल होगा, एटलीस्ट पढ़ा लिखा होगा, क्योंकि हमें पढ़ा लिखा चाहिए. देखो अनपढ़ को ना बात समझाना बहुत टफ होता है. आपने देखा होगा 35 दिन लग गए हैं किसी को समझाने के लिए. अभी 2 दिन में लोगों ने देखा है हड़बड़ी हुई है. बट लाइक मैं स्टार्टिंग से हूँ यहाँ पे, लाइक मतलब आई स्टे नियर बाई, सो आई कम. एंड 20 में भी मैं थी, तो मुझे पता है लोगों ने कितना सफ़र किया है, कितना उन्होंने अपना सेक्रीफाइस किया है, कितने डंडियाँ पड़ी है. उसके बाद कोई किसी को फ्रेंड्स बोल रहा है, तो आई डोंट थिंक वी शुड लाइक बेसिकली द फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट इज rejected. Yeah, it's rejected. We don't like appreciate such friendship.
नहीं बनेंगे.
No, not exactly. Not. डंडी पड़ने के बाद कोई किसी का फ्रेंड नहीं बन सकता है.
I think I can safely say Modi ji lost Gen Z the moment he said friends.
Yup. Exactly. Friends बोलने से, अरे friends with no benefits. He's no friends with no benefits. हम कैसे उनको फ्रेंड्स माने यार? और वो डंडी पड़वा रहे हैं, उसके बाद बीम बना रहे. और पता नहीं, सुनने में आ रहा था कि वो 2-3 बार अटेम्प्ट किया था उन्होंने, प्रधान जी ने इस्तीफा देने के. बट मे बी ही वेटेड फॉर मोदीज क्या बोलते हैं सर, appearance on social media
I
and
think
making
it's
videos.
just a he said, she said kind of a situation. The resignation has already taken place. There's a new education minister already now. I think we can just talk about whatever. The only question now I have is, do you think there's actually going to be a change that you're going to see in India because of the way the people raise their voices?
Yeah, definitely. I would say that ki changes will come. Yeah, definitely, because you see the crowd still there. They are not happy with Dharmendra Pradhan resignation. They want more. You like? Do you believe that they will just get satisfied?
Are you surprised CJP called off the protest and they backed away?
No, not exactly, but yeah, definitely they have decided whatever their discussion they had with the government. Maybe definitely like every condition they have like
Has been fulfilled.
Yeah, it will be agreed upon and it will be fulfilled until unless it takes 2 days, 1 day to come back in this place. The place is here only. So yeah, definitely, if they think that they can call the process by protest by saying that we agree on all of your condition, that's again their misconception. We can get back here anytime.
मंतर जनता की जगह है.
Yup,
जनपथ.
yup. So उनको लेसन ले लेने चाहिए अभी भी. उनका जो फ्रेजाइल ईगो है शायद उनका ब्रेक हो जाना चाहिए अभी भी, क्योंकि मुझे लगता है ओल्ड एज को अब छोड़ देना चाहिए. अभी यंग जनरेशन की बात है, बस उनको छोड़ना चाहिए. हो गया उनका टाइम.
Gen Z is expecting an educated and a young prime minister is what I hear. Thank you so much, Sushmita, for talking to us. It was
Thank you.
an amazing experience.
Thank you.
This is the very aware Gen Z. Thank you, Yash. Back to you.